Hello Libra, and welcome to your May reading. Good to see everybody again, and as always you can use this for your sun sign, for your rising, and also for your moon if you know it. So with all that being said, I want to welcome you and congratulate you on getting mostly through your retrograde cycle. We have another about week and a half to go, and then we'll be in the shadow of it. As I said last month, retrograde does not have to be something that causes a great deal of fear. If anything, beautiful things can happen during retrograde. Sometimes you get a second chance at relationships. Sometimes you're denied something and it comes back to you. Other times you just have to deal with your biggest fear. So whatever your retrograde story is, just allow for it to unravel. Try not to attach too much emotion to it. And hopefully it will be done soon so you can enjoy the rest of the month. Your channeled information this month is that of Renewal. And, you know, I've seen in the comments, I do read them, and I appreciate them every month, by the way, that, you know, there's a lot of frustration with a lot of Librans, and why is it taking so long? Why is there a lot of waiting? And it does seem like that. But I do believe in cosmic timing, and when whatever it is that you're waiting for actually happens, then it's all the sweeter. So this month, why not focus instead on ways to bring a renewed sense of hope, of energy, and of purpose to your life. While you're waiting for things to unravel, for things to happen, start new things in your life. New projects, new aspirations, anything that really brings a sense of joy and fulfillment to you. And that can be completely independent of whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Then I would encourage you to have patience, but whether it's going outside and maybe getting a plot at a community garden and planting there, or, you know, taking on a new hobby, or, you know, spending time with your children or pet or whatever, this is a time for you to basically recharge. The waiting period is because you probably are going to be busy later. So let's look at the cards and see what specific messages are coming through for you. And after doing this, we'll expand the forecast to look at health, wealth, love, and destiny. Major changes underway. We have the Tower right at the center, and some time, energy, and money considerations as well. But before I get too deep into the forecast, let's go ahead and pull your Catalyst card. And this is what ties everything together. Also gives you sort of a suggested action for the month. So we have devotion here. And what's great about this is it's basically encouraging you not to let go, not to give up. So Krishna here is saying, trust your spiritual guidance, your commitment has been recognized, you're loved unconditionally. So one thing I would say is if there's something in your life that you can love unconditionally, that's going to help you. Again, I mentioned children, pets, and also things that you enjoy, such as a hobby or an artistic endeavor. Put your devotion into that. Feel that you are actually creating something or co-creating something, not only with yourself, but with God and the universe. And allow this devotion to bring about the change, the fulfillment, basically that which you seek. But it's important to stay hopeful and devoted to your tasks at hand. So when we look at the cards, as I said, big change is underway for you. We have the Tower reversed. So for many of you, there's been some sort of a change in your life. It could be a change of location, relationship, or you've decided to make something markedly different about you and the way you're living. When I look at Nine of Wands, this is something that you've been preparing for a while, and I've seen this across many signs. This retrograde is actually an activation for many of us. And for you, the waiting period is not that significant. Could start to see shifts in as little as 1 month. By the time your birthday comes around, September, October, even into November, that's when the major shifts are happening. But October is looking like a very significant month for Libra, but the changes are already starting, and that's what the Tower reversed is. It's about seeing things happening before they happen. When the Tower is upright, it takes you by surprise. So you already feel maybe a little bit of a shift happening, or you've sensed the changes. There is some money issues that have been present for you. Some of them have to do with fear, some of them have to do with spending. We look at the Five of Pentacles in reverse, and this is a card where you start to feel bad about your money situation, perhaps, or putting a lot of energy or effort and not seeing the return that you want. The Six of Pentacles in the near future shows an improvement. It's all about balance. And there's usually a picture here with a beggar, and she or he is unable to give money to everybody that is asking. And so the undercurrent in this is to say no, to have limits, and to take care of you first, then others. Because if you don't have enough to take care of your own basic needs, then obviously you're overextending yourself. So this is a card of moderation and limits. This is a card of releasing any sort of fear, anxiety, or feeling like you could have done better. It's kind of about the present. I've been watching Cesar Millan on TV, and he's a great guy. One thing that he says about like animals is that they don't dwell too much on the past, and we shouldn't focus too much on where we want them to be. It's about the present, and this is showing me that, Libra, you are ready for the challenges that are coming toward you. So just take a deep breath, trust that they're coming, and give them some time to manifest, because we're looking really between now and October as being the activation period. So in your recent past, and again, what's sort of affecting you right now, I do see this Princess of Pentacles, and it's reversed. And what this is telling you is to make sure that you feel that you're in control of your money and your job situation. And if you're not, that's the number one thing that you want to focus on, is feeling like you have a handle on what your budget is. And if you're not feeling secure in what you do, or if you feel that other people are not appreciating you, then that card is saying it's time now for you to step in a place of power, or to leave that situation. There's a cause for some reason this month for celebration, a gathering either of family or friends, or you're attracting more people into your periphery. So this could be because of a change in attitude, or a change in the way you're thinking, because wands can always indicate cognitive processes, at least the way I read. And so what I'm seeing here is an end of a way of thinking for you and a beginning of something new. And this is an attractive force for you, a very good thing. So I want you to continue doing that, and continue, if you aren't seeing that already, to try to put yourself out there so that you can meet new people, that you can experience new things. You have to kind of step outside of your comfort zone. Work, I will absolutely, I admit that it's probably in a place where you feel like not completely satisfied. What I see here is looking back and wondering if you could have changed something so that now would be you would be further along, and also there might be some issues of trust or disappointment. It's reversed though, so I see this as a sort of like hiccup, but not a permanent state of being. Now this is in your environment, and whenever I see, like, Five of Wands typically denotes being very busy. The Five of Swords can indicate being agitated about that. Take what you can, embrace the positives. If you have a job and you don't love it, embrace the fact that it's providing sustenance and money to get you by, and then focus now on what you want to do next. And do little celebrations, just the fact like you're being able to pay your bills, put some money away, take a vacation, whatever it is that's within your means. All of those can be a celebration of the hard work that you're doing, and then start to lay the seeds down for what's next. We're in the northern hemisphere, it's springtime, so as you can tell, I've got an amaryllis, if I can point to it, that's blooming right now. And I've basically been patient. Patience is what happens with these bulbs. You have to put them through dormancy, you have to fertilize them, and you hope one isn't blooming, one is blooming. But I'm trusting that the other one will bloom next season. And so that's what you have to do sometimes, is just keep putting energy into what you know will happen. And then eventually, sorry, it's hard to point when you're looking in the reverse, eventually you're going to get the fruit of that labor. So for many of you, again, I'm encouraging you to wait a month or two. I do see things getting better. There's already a shift happening this month, and I know a lot of you have been impatient. So it should be easier for love and relationships this month, and it should be easier to pull in the right kinds of people, even for business. So I want you to focus on those positive aspects. One thing that I want you to try to temper a little bit when we're looking in the long-term position here is the King of Cups in reverse, which is showing the emotional ups and downs. We want to try to even them out a little bit this month. Your creativity may also be a little bit less pronounced this month than it has in the past. And for Libra, which is a very expressive sign, this could lead you to self-doubt or wondering what's going on. Why don't I feel, the same sort of energy? It's okay. I don't always see it this way, but sometimes when the cup's reversed, it's important for you to move through and to detoxify. That may come through crying, it may come through sleeping a little bit more. Just try not to stay into that way of being too long. It's okay for a little bit to process the emotions, but I see good things on the horizon for you, reasons to celebrate, and people that are coming into your life. But there are major changes for many of you happening now. So again, this could be a change of living situation. This could be a change of ways of thinking or ways of living. And so if that's happening for you, try to be gentle with yourself and see where it takes you. The Tower, especially reversed, is not always a scary thing. It's just showing you that the time is now, the time is coming, things are changing, you got to move with it. Let's now expand your forecast and look at what's coming in for your health, which includes mind, body, and spirit. For your health this month, we have care and compassion, which is saying choose to be love, do what is right for everyone involved, offer a helping hand. So taking that higher path, not getting pulled into other people's drama, very, very, very important for you. And the other thing that we see here is a connection with meditation and with nature. So for your health, get outside and make time every day, even if it's just 3 or 4 minutes, to try to meditate, trying to get yourself into a more calm state of being. When we look at your wealth situation this month, which includes not only your money, but your career and school opportunities, let's see what's coming through. It's saying that it's really based on how you feel and how those feelings are projected out into the world. And there's a lot of potential for emotions to sway things in a positive or negative direction. So for wealth, if you are feeling okay with yourself, you typically will attract situations that will help you stay in a place of abundance, of opportunity. And when you sort of go into a spiral and start to think it's never going to improve, I don't have what I need, nobody wants me, then your vibrational frequency is lowered. Your money situation, your relationship with your money also changes, so that you use money instead of empowering you. It's a way to sort of like heal you, and that's not exactly how it should be used. So stay high with your frequency and believe that things can come to you, and try to really pick and choose what it is that you want to spend your time on. And we see apples and oranges there. So don't compare yourself to other people. Really, just at the end of the day, all that's important is, do you make enough for yourself? Are you satisfied with how you're living your life and what you do and how you impact the world around you? If so, who cares what your mother, father, or neighbor thinks, or cousin? It's just another person, and they probably don't understand where you're coming from. I believe at the end of our days, we judge ourselves. So you're the only one who matters when you're looking at your life. Let's look at love now and see what's coming through for love. And your message of love is, show simple acts of kindness. A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. So very, very clear and almost straight reading of the card here. I would say for those of you that are maybe strapped for money, or just don't have a lot of time to do crazy things for your partner to show that you love her or him, this is saying just being there, just being with them is enough sometimes, and doing something small that they appreciate. So washing the car, running to the bank, or doing some shopping for groceries, especially if you're with someone for a while. Those things can make a big difference. Now if you're single, simple act of kindness, this is as easy as like tipping your barista, or if you're just showing an act of self-love, it's making sure that maybe you decide this month not to drink as much, to get more sleep, to keep up with your exercise routine, and decide like every day I'm going to start with a 5-minute walk and a meditation. And then showing something simple to yourself, That's all. Being kind to yourself, being kind to others, saying thank you, giving someone a tip, giving someone a hug out of nowhere. That's all. Unconditional love doesn't require large amounts of money. It just requires a large amount of heart, and basically what you put behind the action. The intention is what matters. So let's look at your destiny card, which is showing where you're headed, and I believe this is going to tie up to that devotional card with Krishna. So let's see. We got Vesta, which is saying it's matters of the home that matter a lot. And both the love card and this destiny card were reversed, which is showing a little bit of resistance here. But with Vesta, it is about feeling that you are comfortable in your life. And also for some of you, that comfort may involve a move. So we see the Tower reversed and we see Vesta. And this is something that may not be easy for you, so you have to really put a lot of energy into it. So either change up your the arrangement of furniture or whatever your belongings are at home, so your feng shui is, you know, like it's at its maximum, and that the energy is good, or move, or try to do what you can to feel like you are comfortable with yourself wherever you are, because home is really a state of mind. If I were to do this card, that's what I would write. It's not a location, it's how you feel, it's what you think, it's who's around you. And so don't look so much at how big your house is or small it is or what it looks like in comparison to other people. Home is, you are home, and that's basically, and you can even say that as your affirmation. You can say, I am home. And that has a dual meaning. It means that, like, I am at home, I'm home here. Also, I am home. Wherever I am, that's enough. And again, I'm trying to encourage everyone to use I am, because it's a great way to connect with the divine creation energy. So think to yourself, I am home, I am at home. I send out, you know, like this feeling of being at home, which is going to make people comfortable around you. If you notice, children and animals, they will read your energy. They'll look at you and think, are you tense? Are you calm? Are you at home? So I want you to sort of feel that calmness enter your state of mind and being this month. And that's what's going to attract new people. That's what's going to bring in the goals and aspirations that you've been waiting to see. And that's where you're going to be able to make the changes in your life. So let's review everything, and we'll summarize here. Your channeled information is that this is a month of renewal and hopefully rebirth for you. Whatever you've been coming through over the past half year or even full year, this last retrograde here is going to push you through it. You're going to release some of those final strings of attachment that you've had and be able to move forward with love and with hope. Your catalyst said to stay devotional. This is not just to your goals, but also to, if you have a connection to a spiritual practice, that devotional practice is going to bring you great joy. As we looked at the cards here, Tower in the center, it's reversed, saying changes are happening, you're aware of them, you can choose to embrace or ignore them, but either way the Tower is going to basically have its way and you're going to see shifts happening. This is a good month though for the changes. You've been preparing for many of them. You've been even anticipating or welcoming them as well. For money situations, moving from a place of either not being comfortable or not having enough to owning up to what you have, what you need, and just saying no. Curbing your spending, not doing too much unnecessary sort of spending on food or on yourself, and then enjoying the company of other people. It's the time spent with others and the love that you receive that really matters. Understanding that you're going to have to push through some of the work situations this month, and really what I'd like you to do is focus a bit on the opportunity, not so much on what got you to where you're at or why you're not having what you want. Shift the focus now and think, how can I get what I need? With the emotions, know that some of I would say this is probably the third and fourth week, you may have what feels like an emotional discharge or like a lower frequency that happens. Move through it, don't hold on to it, allow it to be the cleansing catalyst that it wants to be. For health, show care and compassion, not only for towards yourself but others. For wealth, don't compare yourself to others. Be happy with who you are, be satisfied with what you're doing, and that's really all that matters. For love, simple acts of kindness to yourself and to others, and that idea of feeling a sense of comfort with who you are, feeling comfortable in your skin. That's really what Vesta is trying to tell us there. So I hope this was helpful for you. It's always fun for me to see how the energy works out for every sign each month. If you'd ever like a personalized forecast to really see what's coming through for you, I'll put a link at the end and you can schedule an appointment with me. You can also donate if you found that this was helpful, but that's completely optional. The best way to stay in touch is through subscribing to the channel or to my newsletter, and I'll make sure there's a link in the description below. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, so you can join me on as many or as few of those as you are active on if you'd like to. And finally, I like to end with gratitude. So thank you for the time that you've spent not only with me, but on yourself to understand what's coming, to become as good a person and as enlightened a person as possible. And thanks for choosing this channel, because there's a lot of folks that you could go to every month. So I wish you much love, much joy, and if I were to pick a single card for you this month, it's this. That the change that you're seeking is already underway, that between now and your birthday, I really see a lot of beautiful changes happening. So embrace those and allow the tower to gently unfold like a flower, like that beautiful amaryllis behind me. Before you know it, you'll already be in a state of bliss and in a better state of mind and being. Okay? Take care of yourself. Sat Nam, Namaste. See you again in a month's time.